One of the coolest things I think is that we're the smallest big firm ever. Our network of offices and global partners allows us to deliver design around the world. And yet, our culture is one of many small and medium-sized offices. So we can be large and big when we need to with global reach and access to global talent to deliver large projects, or we can be small but with the culture and agility of a small office.
I think the IIDA design style is whatever the client wants it to be or needs it to be. Sometimes it's something that the client doesn't even realize that they want, but we help them discover it. Our style is what we think works best for each client, so it's not one size fits all. It's about the client, and that's what makes it special.
One of my favorite things about IA is the incredible pool of resources that we have throughout all of our offices here in the U.S. as well as overseas. It really provides us with an opportunity to leverage knowledge among like-minded professionals to provide our clients spaces that speak to them as well as their local communities.
With employees and offices spread all over the globe, how do you create a sense of connection? How do you inspire? How do you teach? For IA, it's ia.edu, where once a month, individuals in a single office or in multiple offices will collaborate and teach and inspire their colleagues via webinar.
The IA Swap is a blog and social networking tool that I created out of a passion to help connect with over 200 employees that are around the globe. It stands for Sharing with a Purpose, an acronym that I think accurately describes how we use technology as a peer-to-peer education device. Especially with so many employees that you're working with via email or around the globe, it's great to put a face with the name.
Unlike at a large firm, here at IA, your impact is felt and seen with every decision. The strengths and challenges that you bring are readily evident, and so development opportunities are easily identified and capitalized on. Furthermore, you're asked to touch on many phases and concepts, so your richness of experience is elevated and it expedites your growth.
Yeah, it is interesting working for IIA that with so many connections. For example, we went to China and through different connections, we can get everybody together through different vendors, agents, that we don't have to call them up, and we see how they work through connections, relationship, exposed to different culture very quickly. I think in that sense that is really that's how IA distinguishes himself from the other firms.
We work hard at IA, and we believe that having fun is an essential part of what we do. In addition to celebrating our successes with costume bowling competitions, white elephant parties, and fiesta bingo matches, we like to bring a sense of humor into work whenever we can. For instance, we created these playing card meeting agendas for our first visioning session with Zappos.com in Las Vegas, complete with an Elvis bobblehead motif on the back. After a full day of productive meetings, the team hit a Vegas hotspot for drinks and dinner with the Zappos crew. We truly believe that it's important to enjoy what we do.
A large firm, but a small firm at the same time. And when you have a culture like that, you are very intimate with everybody that you work with. They become your family and your friends, and you celebrate things with them. Your birthdays, pregnancies, weddings, all those things become part of your culture.
We always hear a lot about design rigor in our industry, and that's always really interesting to us. That assumes that the end result is going to be a great design. We think the beginning is a great design, and that the end should be something that has the client saying to us, you know what, you guys really get it.
You may have heard I'm passionate about sustainable design. About 3 years ago, we started a green challenge at the firm. It was a small idea at the time, but it's now grown into a platform for evaluating our carbon footprint. It's a friendly competition between offices. Chicago, you know that year that you beat us? We let you in.
Clients today have new measures of success for design, recognizing the power of place. They understand how place can influence their performance and shape their identity. So your design process should begin with a few simple questions. What do they do? What moves them? What do they aspire to be? So interior design is not just about picking pretty colors. It's about people and using our talents to make their day more productive, prosperous, and inspired. That's our measure of success.
One of the really great things about IA is its support of the IIDA. This is really important to me because I feel that the IIDA is so important to the profession of interior design. IA really encourages staff to become involved with the IIDA, not just through membership, but by stepping up and serving on the board or serving on chapter committees. So one of the great things here at IA is we like to joke that the IIDA should be called the IIDA.
The holidays are a special time of giving, and we choose to participate in a national We Care event where design firms design, create, and provide materials for underprivileged children. And it's really exciting and rewarding to see these kids get to make crafts for their loved ones.
So the Informed Sessions were the first big move by our Entitled group. We wanted to give more incentive than just a free lunch to go to lunchtime presentations. So we asked our reps to bring an industry professional in to teach us about process. That education is what brings us up and that allows us to up our game and bring our consultants and reps with us.
Yeah, I decided to take the knowledge that I've already learned throughout my career and apply it to another passion in my life, which is nonprofit work. So I joined Architects Without Borders, and I take the things I've learned every day on my job and then apply it to a project serving communities in need. For example, I'm working on rebuilding a school in Haiti right now.
One of the more interesting things we do at our office is if you go on a trip, whether for work or just for fun, you're supposed to bring back a magnet of where you've been. And the more ridiculous, the better. So this is kind of a fun way that we share with the office what we've all been up to, and it's something that our clients and visitors seem to always notice and comment.
As senior architect and designer at IA, one thing that I really appreciate is that IA lets me wear my spandex to work. In fact, I'm wearing it right now. And they let me wear a helmet. And they let me bike around the office. This is great. Woo!